Okay, guys, I think this is just the Weather Channel missed this one, but I started trying to make this throughout the day, and I would hear like excited pings around the house, like a lot of energy. Started again today, like just right now, and I kid you not, a hailstorm and windstorm dropped out of nowhere, and I checked the Weather Channel and everything, and they're like, "There's nothing going on, it's clear," and I'm like, "No, it's not." But it seems like a good, exciting, cleansing energy because Lucifer had me work with him today, and he was like, "You need to clear all this garbage out of your life, and you need to do it now because you and Asmodeus should not be fighting because it's not normal for you two to fight, and it really isn't. Asmodeus and I is many differences as we've had. We're usually best buddies." So he's been working with me and he had me work on the home. Like you guys know, I always, every round of temple building, I end up building my own home. And this time it's mainly Asmodeus and Mammon in there with me with the rest of the family. And Auntie Lilith came in to help and we built all these beautiful rooms. It looks fantastic. And the rest of the family is welcome to come in, by the way. I haven't put the portal jump gate thingies in. I don't know if I've ever. Yeah, I've shown you guys those. I'm putting those in yet, but you know, those can go in at a later date. I wanted to get the home looking nice and have a place for us to live. And, you know, I'm cautious working with Lucifer only from the standpoint of I don't know what makes him happy because Mammon and Asmodeus kind of do this fancy dance about how they want to be seen. One day they're ancient gods and rah rah rah. And the next day they are demons, and don't I know this? And the next day they are something else. And it's like, I really don't care at this point. They're good to me, they're kind to me. Lucifer came and calmed the house down and calmed all the energy in the house down. Because I find working with him that it's very important that you love your family, and your family's everything. And if he drags Satan along at the same time, because I experience them as two very distinctly different spirits, you're gonna get a talking to. It's gonna be like, okay, we both had to show up. What are you doing now? Arguing with Asmodeus. Why? Well, you know how he can get. He's literally a god and a king. What did you expect? I'm sorry. So it turns out to be my fault. I did apologize to Asmodeus, but he apologized. It's just part of his nature. He's usually very, very sweet and kind, but every so often he remembers he's the king, and he treats you kind of dismissively. Not unwell, but he kind of takes his tone with you that he's going to go off with the others and do important stuff, and you go do whatever you want to do. Loki will do the same thing, but he's pretty damn careful about being good at it. About like, okay, I need to go do God stuff. You go play. Okay, have fun. Odin's pretty good at it too. Like sometimes in the middle of a conversation, he's like, yeah, that's great, but I have God stuff to go do. So it's just with Asmodeus, it's going to be this thing of he has to learn, you know, a little more tact because I was genuinely hurt. And I have to learn he's just going to do that. That he can be a little blunt and not sugarcoat things. He can be a little, you know, he's usually very sweet and kind and, or gentleman. But there's also that side to Asmodeus's personality where he, you know, he kind of lacks tact when he's dealing with you. But it's okay, so do I. And look, he's like, yeah, you deserve each other. Thank you, dear. So we got all that fixed, and I think Lucifer's excited because the more I like look into my childhood, the more I'm realizing I could have been working with Lucifer my whole life. Now that doesn't mean everybody that attends church, don't get excited, is actually working with Lucifer and Satan or something, but it would make sense considering they didn't agree with anything the church said. But I haven't met a god yet that does, so take that with a grain of salt. And it's just they believe in absolute freedom, so they really wouldn't care if I did go to church, but it's like their absolute freedom, but not the freedom to make stupid choices that will hurt you. The only reason I can get from them that they would oppose, say, a church or something, is that it's a whole list of rules, and it's a whole list of you shall do this and you shall do that. And they're like, no, do what you want, but if we think you're doing the wrong thing, of course they're going to tell you because they love you. So it's just been really interesting. And Loki and Odin like back up whenever I'm having problems with Asmodeus. I notice they both back up and they put their hands up in the air like, I'm not part of this. So they're letting us build that relationship and build our communication skills because it's not going to help if everybody always steps in. Lucifer was kind enough to come when I asked for assistance, but if everybody else always steps in and we don't learn how to handle disagreements well, we're never going to get along in the long term. So I just figured I'd catch you guys up on making some more, a little bit of a snack here. I made Persian rice and we really enjoyed it. I don't make it perfectly. I actually don't even make it the right way. I make it in the oven. I made Persian rice and I had a couple cans of chicken left. I'm like, you know what? Let's try some chicken. We got plenty of food for the rest of the month. We're good. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. And yeah, that windstorm's out there, and I looked at the weather report. And they're like, it's fine. I don't know if it would be an attribute of Lucifer, but I have noticed the more I'm working with those we'd classify as demons, I'm seeing a lot of random energy stuff around the house. Nothing bad, just it's just like, yeah, we're here, pay attention, we're here, yay. So I will see you guys later. Bye bye.